Hello students of class 6. Today we will do work with life forms school kitchen garden project 1. We will do question answers from the book today. Activity 1. Visit to an agricultural farm, nursery, garden to interact with the farmer or nursery worker or gardener or expert. Which plants are being grown? The farm or nursery typically grows a mix of vegetables, fruits, flowers or ornamental plants depending on the local climate and market demand. Vegetables like brinjal, that is eggplant, cucumber, chili, coriander and mint, which are commonly grown in a kitchen garden. During your visit to a farm or to the agricultural farm, you should observe and note down all the plants growing in the farm nursery. Different farms grows different plants based on climate, season and local demand. Kitchen gardens typically grow vegetables, herbs and sometimes fruits that families commonly use in cooking. So, were all the plants planted at the same time? If not, why? Not necessarily, because plants have varying life cycles, growth requirements and harvesting seasons. Not all plants are planted at the same time. Planting at different times of the year allows for seasonal adaptation and guarantees a consistent supply. Planting different plants in different times depend on their different growth period. Some plants grow quickly like spinach, coriander, while others take longer like tomatoes and brinjals. It also depends on the seasonal requirements. Different plants thrive in different seasons. Crop rotation is also important for the farm to be used. Crop rotation helps the soil to be healthy and prevents pest buildup. That's why it is also important for the farm workers to do the crop rotation. Okay, can all the plants be grown in a kitchen garden? Yes or no? No, not every plant is suitable for a kitchen garden. Some plants are not suited for kitchen gardens due to space limitations, particular soil or climate needs, and plant size such as large fruit trees. It is better to grow compact crops like coriander, mint or tomatoes. So kitchen garden have limited space and resources. Large crops like wheat, rice or sugarcane need extensive farmland. So kitchen garden are best suited for the herbs, leafy vegetables, small vegetables. How is the soil prepared for sowing or planting? The soil is leveled to guarantee adequate water distribution, plowed to loosen and aerate it, and then manured or composted to enhance it with nutrients in order to establish an environment that is favorable for seed germination and root development. Weeds, bugs and stones are eliminated during the preparation process. The preparation of the soil is very crucial for the farming. Loose soil allows roots to penetrate easily. Clearing debris prevents obstruction to plant growth. Adding manure provides essential nutrients and proper drainage prevents water logging. Okay. How are the plants provided nutrition in addition to what they get from the soil? Compost, manure or liquid feeds are examples of organic or inorganic fertilizers that are added. For natural nutrition, at-home techniques could involve using pasta or rice water. Depending on the needs of the crop, additional nutrients might be applied as slow release granules or foliar sprays. The soil nutrients get depleted over time as the plants absorb them. So the additional nutrition ensures the healthy plant growth, better yield, disease resistance, rich vibrant colors in leaves and fruits. Number 6. How can plants be protected from any kind of harm from animals and pests? Crop rotation, companion planting, netting, fencing, selecting pest resistant cultivars, using chemical or natural insecticides, and routinely checking for damage are all ways to provide protection. Animals can be effectively deterred by physical obstacles such as trunk wraps, bird nets, and chicken wire. Protection for the plants is very necessary because animals can trample or eat plants. Pests like insects, caterpillars will damage the leaves and stems. Diseases can spread quickly if not controlled, and prevention is easier than cure, as we all know. What were the two most interesting things you learned during your visit? Knowing animal behavior. I was intrigued to discover how farm animals such as cows and goats react to human contact by remaining composed when fed. During the visit, I learned the value of patience and delicate handling, which was novel and interesting. Making fodder mixtures. It was fascinating to learn how to make green fodder silage and handle dry fodder. I gained a practical understanding of animal husbandry by witnessing the procedure of combining chopped hay with salt and comprehending its function in animal nutrition. It shows the reflection of our learning experience and identify what impressed or surprised us the most. It could be techniques, traditional knowledge, or innovative practices that we observed. Activity 2. Planning your school kitchen garden. Are you planning to make your school kitchen garden in the land available in school or in pots or both? I will decide based on available space, use land if it's sufficient, or pots if space is limited. Pots are useful for mobile gardens and areas where soil quality is poor. So we will decide by seeing the available space, either land, pots or both. Land-based gardens are suitable when school has ground space. Pot gardens work when space is limited or the soil quality is poor. Both provides flexibility and variety. How are you going to calculate the area of your kitchen garden? To calculate the area in square meters, use a measuring tape to determine the length and width of the available land or pot arrangement. Then multiply the length by the width. For example, if the plot is 5 meters long and 3 meters broad, the area is 15 square meters. To determine the total area of pots, either group them in rows or sum the surface area of each pot's base, that is pi r square for circular pots. We will calculating the area helps us determine how many plants can fit, estimate materials needed, that is soil, manure, fencing. We can plan the layout efficiently. We can calculate the cost also. What factors did you consider when selecting a location for the garden? Sunlight exposure. Most plants need 6+ hours of sunlight. Drainage, avoid waterlogged spots. Accessibility for watering and care. Spacing so plants do not crowd each other. Selection of plants and getting seeds or seedlings. Short growing herbs like coriander, mint, spinach and leafy vegetables are recommended. These grow quickly and provide nutritional value. Most of vegetables need 6 to 8 hours of sunlight for the photosynthesis. Poor drainage causes root cause and makes excess water makes regular watering convenient. Wind protection, as the strong winds can damage the delicate plants. Activity 3, making vermicompost. Which materials you used to make the vermicompost? Red earthworms, water for moistening, a wooden or plastic container with holes at the bottom, tarpaulin or an old thick fabric for covering, and kitchen and garden garbage such as vegetable peels and fallen leaves. So the container contains the composting process. Organic waste like food organic waste, that is the peel when the vegetables are peeled off, we can take the stack food for earthworms. Earthworm break down waste into nutrient rich compost, and moisture keeps worms alive and active. What types of food scraps did you add to the bin? Eggshells, coffee grounds, fruit and vegetable peelings, and non-greasy culinary waste. Meat, dairy, fatty meals, and citrus should not be used because they damage earthworms and draw pests. So we should avoid meat, dairy, oily foods, citrus foods or fruits. And good scraps decompose easily and provide nutrition. Avoided items create pest, create odor or harm worms. Citrus is acidic and can kill earthworms. What changes did you notice in the compost bin over a period? At first, organic waste is visible. Over time, worms transform the material into crumbly, black and earthy smelling compost. The most of moisture is crucial because too much moisture inhibits decomposition and too much moisture draws bugs. So these changes indicate successful composting. Volume reduction, decomposition breaks down into organic matter. Dark color and earthy smell, signs of a mature compost. Crumbly texture is ready to use as a fertilizer. It takes 2 to 3 months. Activity 4, preparing the kitchen garden for planting. How did you prepare the soil for planting? Clear away any undesirable plants, rocks and garbage. Using spades or trowels, loosen the soil and then add compost or organic manure for nutrients. Sorry students. For even planting, level and smooth the soil. Loosening the soil makes the root penetration easier. Nutrient rich manure provides essential elements. Good structure of the farm or nursery good structure of the farm or nursery makes the air proper. Good structure will provide proper air water circulation. Number 2, did you use organic manure? If yes, what proportion did you use for mixing organic manure with soil? Indeed, we made use of organic manure such as vermicompost or cow dung. The ratio was roughly 1 bucket of manure for every 4 buckets of soil, or 1 part manure to 4 parts soil. The goal is to add nutrients to the soil while preserving its texture and drainage. Organic manure improves soil structure and provides slow release nutrients. Proper proportion prevents over-fertilization, which can burn the plants. Too much manure can make soil too rich. We can follow the experts from nursery worker, farm owners. Activity 5. Sowing seeds and planting of seedlings. How deep did you plant each type of seed? Use table 1.2 to fill the information. In this activity, seeds or seedlings are sown or transplanted according to suggested labeling, spacing and depths. Read the directions on the seed packet before planting or get advice. The selection of common kitchen garden plants such as coriander, mint, spinach and brinjal includes quick growing vegetables and herbs for early use as well as brinjal. Serial number 1. Name of the plant coriander. Seed sowing depth 1 centimeter. Serial number 2. Mint. Seed sowing depth 0.5 centimeter. Serial number 3. Spinach. Seed sowing depth 1 centimeter. Serial number 4. Brinjal. Seed sowing depth 0.5 centimeter. Small seeds penetrate shallow planting. Medium seeds medium depths. Large seeds deeper planting. Seeds can't emerge too deep. If we will sow the seeds too deep, seeds can't emerge, and if we will sow the seeds too shallow, seeds dry out. How much space did you leave between one plant and the other? Use table 1.3 to fill the information. Maintaining data on plant to plant space. Serial number 1. Name of the plant coriander. Plant to plant space 20 centimeters. Serial number 2. Mint. Plant to plant space 30 centimeters. Serial number 3. Spinach. Plant to plant space 10 centimeters. Serial number 4. Brinjal. Plant to plant space 45 centimeters. Spacing prevents overcrowding of the plants as the plants compete for nutrients, water, sunlight, and poor air circulation encourages fungal growth, so it will slow down the disease spread. Stunted growth will give insufficient space limits. Root development will be slow. Large plants need more space than small herbs. Was the plant to plant space same for all plants grown by you? No. Space depends on the type and growth habits of each plant. Spacing is determined by root spread and mature plant size. Because brinjal needs more room to branch and fruit than plants like spinach, which grow compactly and require less space, uniform spacing is inappropriate. This is because traditional gardening procedures avoid competition for resources like sunlight and nutrients. Different plants require different spacing based on the plant size at the maturity period. Root system, that is deep spreading roots, need more space. Growth habits, bushy plants need more room. Leafy spread varies by species. Activity 6. Taking care of plants. Number 1. Making a fence. What are the materials that you will use for fencing? Answer: PVC pipes, bamboo poles or old wooden sticks, sturdy wire or rope to secure them, and optional netting for extra security. Fencing materials should be sturdy to withstand weather and animal pressure. It should be locally available. It should be appropriate in height. Example, 2 to 3 feet usually sufficient for kitchen garden. It should be durable. It should last for the growing season. How many poles and the length of string will you need for fencing? Approximately 20 poles placed every 1 meter and 16 meters of string to bind along the perimeter. Steps for plant care and maintenance. Number 2. Activity 6. How do you know when a plant needs water? Verify whether the plant seems wilted or whether the soil is dry to the touch 2 to 3 centimeters below the surface. Moist but not wet is a sign of healthy soil. Wilting is the cells loosed, the turgor pressure, dry soil, moisture depleted from the surface. We should check soil moisture by inserting finger 2 to 3 centimeter deep. Different plants have different water needs. How often do you need to water your plants? Depending on the weather, water established plants 2 to 3 times a week and young seedlings more regularly or daily. Each time give them 2 to 5 centimeters of water. This watering the plants depends on the frequency of watering the plants depends on the season, whether the hot weather, whether it is hot weather or cold weather. Hot weather increases evaporation. So it is also decided by seeing the age of the plant, that is young plants need more frequent watering. It is also dependent on soil type. Sandy soil drains fast, clay retains moisture. Some plants are drought tolerant. Example, cactus. What is the best time for watering plants? Generally water once daily or as needed. Early morning or late afternoon is best to prevent water evaporation and avoid scorch. Morning watering prepares the plants for day's heat, reduces water loss for evaporation, leaves dry during day, preventing fungal diseases. Midday watering, high evaporation wastes water. Night watering can promote fungal growth and leaves stay wet. Number 4. What factors influence the quantity and frequency of water? Soil type, example, sandy drains faster. Weather, hot or windy, increases need. Plant stage, seedlings need more. Plant type, leafy herbs versus fruiting veggies, and mulch presence retains moisture. As I have said earlier, hot weather increases the evaporation and transpiration. Sandy soil drains quickly, needs frequent watering. Young plants have shallow roots, need regular moisture. Fruiting stage of the plants need more water, and the containers of the plants dry out very fast than the ground beds. So students, I have completed up to activity 6. I will upload the next activities in the next video. Thank you.